Oh, gorgeous.
Just came to the realization why I'm single.
Aw.
Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is not supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives and they just look like so like, you know, like not like this, just like, you know, like, I pretend my tattoos are gone. Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up.
Aww.
And I just come to this realization today. See?
Love that.
Or maybe it's because all of them see me eat sushi after I get out of the grocery store in my car with my bare fingers and drink sweet tea. Oh no. Guys, I thought these men wanted, like, you know, big, strong, tough girls. I don't know. I feel like all of them are like super girly, and all these guys are like, yeah, that's my girl. That's just like housewife stuff. And I'm over here like, I own my own business. I'm covered in tattoos. I'm a little spazzy, but that's okay. We embrace it. But yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna wife me up because they can't take me seriously. And I just realized that. Damn.
The video froze for a second.
Pause it for a sec. Let's read some of the comments.
It's my brain freezing.
Nick, can you move us over? Nathan says, it's the eyelashes for me. Fake eyelashes are a complete turn off.
Yeah, you can
That's
tell
just
they're
me
real.
though.
that
Yeah.
was real.
Some things
I
these
can see
people
it.
say.
Scroll
I'm
down a little bit,
Yeah,
Nick,
whatever.
on that.
Jeez.
Nathan's just a troll.
Nose ring. And what? Okay, I don't like the tooth thing.
Okay, I know. I was like, dang, I'm passed out in
I
the
don't
door
like what they're
and my
saying about
tooth.
nose rings. It seems like a lot of people don't like the nose ring. Oh, maybe Harry likes. He says 100. But no, I don't know. So you posted this. It went viral. What's your take on it going viral? And
Well,
what have you
I
heard
didn't
from
think it was
people?
gonna go viral. Number one, like I just do random like ranting videos in my car sometimes.
was
So I
that
was
pre-gym
like-
or post-gym? Or
That was
not even?
post-gym.
Oh.
If
I
you
could tell it
couldn't
was
tell from my
post-gym.
hair and my pump.
Not from the
obviously.
hair, but it
The
was
pump
more
was
like the
my arm pump.
no,
That, like,
well, the
release-
arm pump, but
that,
like the
like,
general
release.
exhaustion that you exuded.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brain freezing.
Yeah, the brain freezing
Yeah.
and yeah,
The
all of
post
that.
workout.
Yeah.
I had my sweet tea in my hand. Yeah, I just got done eating sushi in my car. So
Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
so I don't know. I just never thought it was gonna go viral like that, but I really do. The girls I do see with their husbands are very like, you know, they're very cutesy. They don't have any tattoos. They don't have any piercings. They don't look like big lifter girls. And then the ones that I do see that have like piercings, tattoos, and lift with their husbands are in an open relationship. No offense. But they're in an open relationship and they're just like not committed to each other. And I just never see like, you know, commitment just one-on-one and just with each other with people that look like me and are at the gym and stuff. And that's what I look for. And I feel like I've struggled with that a lot because everyone at the gym sees me and they don't take me seriously. And I want a serious relationship and I feel like it's just hasn't been possible for me yet. So
And you think that's due to your appearance or your demeanor?
I
What
do.
do you
I
think?
so. And I my demeanor is very alpha at the gym because I own my own personal training business. And if the right guy comes along and he leads the relationship, I don't mind like I don't want that alpha attitude at home. Like I already have to do it at work. But guys think I want to do that like at home too, and I don't. So I'm very misconceived because of what I do and what I look like.
So are you looking for a man that you can submit to or step under? And like,
I don't mind letting a man lead if he's going to do it right. If he provides for me, I'm going to provide
Yeah,
care
yeah.
for
Given
him.
that you find a man who is, a man that is, you identify as I would put myself under his leadership and I would follow him to the ends of the earth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Carla, you're the woman's dating coach, relationship expert. What do you think?
First of all, I do want to say that you don't have to look a specific way. I know that I look a specific way, but girl, I'm thick, and I used to think that too. I used to think there's no man that's gonna like me the way I am. I'm Latina. I have curves. Like I know what I have, and I know what I don't have. But what I would say is, there's someone for everyone, and I will admit that there is like this yin and yang when it comes to feminine energy and masculine energy. I know that those two terms are overused time and time again, and I will say appearances do matter. I literally just made a video on like beauty is currency, but you're beautiful, and you know you go, and I feel like you're a business owner. I'm a business owner too, so it's just like learning how to manage that feminine energy and presenting it in the right way in the right rooms and putting yourself in the right places. So that's
I know. And a lot of people see me at the gym and I present myself in a very almost like, alpha dominant way because I'm training people, I'm taking control of the situation.
Well,
and
can you meet someone outside of the gym? Or
I'm literally there all the time. I don't go out. I don't do anything.
Would you date a guy who like isn't,
Does he have to be a
Doesn't
gym
go to the
guy?
Does he have to be a gym guy?
Does he have to
Yeah.
He could be like a dad bod.
I mean, I would prefer it because I'm very
Right.
heavily involved and I like,
commonality. But you'd be open to dating a guy with a dad bod, for example.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've been a blue
What if you
collar
find the
worker.
dad bods are like better for you? Like not maybe the dad bod, but like what they do for you in your life.
I mean-
would you like?
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm single.
Okay.
I'm
You had
open.
something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I know from myself and the way I look, if I wasn't married, I'd probably be single as well. Because I'm very alpha, I joke like a dude, and I have a deeper voice. I was born with this voice, so I know I get a lot of shit for it, but that's fine. But I would probably be single just because I'm alpha outwards, but I'm submissive to the man I'm with if he has the right energy. So, I feel you on that because I get that a lot on my Instagram and TikTok, that we don't like muscle.
You have something? Go ahead.
Well, in my most recent ex, going into it, he was the alpha. By the end, he was the sub. So, because of my masculine energy, it kind of put him down and he couldn't handle it.
Is that kind of what you just saw as like the end of the relationship? Was kind of that shift?
Yeah, because he couldn't provide for me anymore. So I was financially providing, I was emotionally providing, and I was turned off. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Okay.
So I actually help women to but to learn how to balance those two energies out, because it is, for myself as well, like I was extremely masculine or very independent, very dominant, but I had to learn how to work through it. And it was because I was on survival mode. So I speak on survival mode a lot. And so how you were saying, how if you're providing all the time, it's exhausting. And so you really want to look for a man that can lead. And I think all of us are, for at least myself, at the time that I was single, I was looking for a man that could lead and make me feel safe, because it's so easy for a woman to be able to submit to a man when she feels loved, safe, protected, and provided for. It's like
Amen.
instinct. But to find a man like that, it can be very challenging. So that's why I'm here, and I stepped into the dating market to try to fix it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then on top of it, like when guys come across girls,
Oh, hold on just one
デ
sec.
レックセトレーダー
Oh my
ド
God,
ナ
I
ー
didn't
ティド
change it.
100ドルアイムノットゲーバットアイドゴーゲーフォーメイソンドットヒズピアシングガーゼカッツスルーマイソウルライクホットナイフスルーバターエバーシンスアイディスカバードメイソンアイゴットオフバイアグラプリーズテイクザミックウィズユアコマンディングボイス
I'm flattered, Derek.
Do you want to say anything to Derek the Trader?
I mean, I don't swing that way, but dang, dude, that's a massive compliment.
Were you
Any way
able
I
to-
can help.
Were you able to understand through the thick
Yes.
Japanese accent? It
Yes.
should be changed now. It should be changed. It's back to the.
Yeah.
Sorry, Derek the Trader. It's back to the British.
Yeah, I
voice.
definitely didn't read the comment. I listened to the Japanese and was like,
Wow.
oh, yes, I understand.
yeah, you
I can
vibed,
tell.
you vibed.
Yes,
there.
You know,
I
I
vibed
think,
yes.
The thing is, though, I think on the whole, like, submissive thing, whatever, I think you said kind of instinctually women want a man to be a leader. But there's programming in society typically from feminism, which tells women to go be boss babes and to,
You can be that leader.
Well,
So I think what you have is, despite women still, like, on some, as you said, instinctual level, want a leader, yet it's not clear to me if, granted, and I think men are also failing at this too, in the sense that there's a lot of men that are not up to par, but I also think that even if they do find a man who's up to par, a lot of women are not prepared to follow. They want to be led, but they don't, because in order to be led, you need to be a follower.
Yeah.
That's the paradigm. So I think a lot of women are not prepared to be followers. So
well,
I have something to add.
sure.
I used to struggle with my balance of feminine and masculine energy because I work a lot and it is super easy to fall. You have to get stuff done and it is hard, right? But I've met guys recently where it's like, yeah, like I have no problem submitting to you. I feel safe. Like whether or not you're having a drink and you say a stupid joke or whatever thing that happens that makes me slightly disrespect you in that moment, you're still my leader. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on.
Like,
wait. So hold on.
listen, we're humans, right? Like if you've heard, for example, this is like 8 years in a relationship thing, when you've heard the exact same joke said the same way 30 million times and you have to laugh because he's around his friends or whatever and you don't want it. It's like he needs his moment to say his joke that you've heard for the 30 millionth time and you can't take away his flowers for that, right? So it's like stuff like that where you're just like, okay, you might have done this little thing that like triggered me a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? Like you just need to like.
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by disrespecting your partner? What do you mean?
No, like it's like you might as a woman get the urge sometimes to be like, wow, I don't like that he did that. I want to say something. I want to like, he's trying to like, say you're out with your partner and he's trying to like, the attention's on him, the conversation's on him, and the wife doesn't like something he does or did or said or moved, and she just like makes a face like, ugh. While he's trying, that's something I see a lot, right? Just like
Wait,
out.
can I say
you're not
something?
saying that's like
Can
a
I say
good
something?
thing.
I'm not saying it's
Okay,
a good
okay,
thing.
gotcha.
I'm saying,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
no,
Can I say
absolutely.
something?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I am gonna say what I'm noticing a lot on Instagram with this whole because things become trends, right? And I am seeing that a lot of people are getting into this like femininity, masculinity. Like, all right, I think everyone's getting it wrong. It doesn't mean like if you give your husband or boyfriend like a stank face. That's not what it means, right? Like, for example, I am Christian and I do go by the Bible, but a lot of what the Bible does say, it just makes sense, right? So basically what it is when you're gonna be submissive, it doesn't mean like you don't have a voice. It doesn't mean you can't have a business. It doesn't mean you can't have alpha energy. It's just that, so I know this in Spanish. I don't know like the verse because I'm not great at that, but it does say that when a woman gets really annoying, she'll like destroy her home, right? So you just it's not about being submissive of like, oh, I'm gonna listen to what you say, I'm not going to like talk back, whatever. No, it's more of like you just have to analyze and think about how you're gonna direct your home, right?
And not putting out difficult energy, like
No,
I mean, the Bible verse.
You have to understand that men are logical beings, we're emotional, so that's our balance. It's not about like submissive of like, I think everyone's starting to get it wrong. It's just like what we both bring into a marriage, what it should be into the marriage. We're both giving each other what it needs back and forth, right? We're not logical, but we can be smart and kind of lead that way, and men are gonna lead in a different way. So we can still be leaders.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to live on the corner of a roof than a house with a contentious woman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or is that what, Proverbs 21:19?
I think so.
Better
Yeah.
to live. Well, I think it's phrased differently depending on the.
It depends on the translation.
But I've heard better to live in the desert than with a nagging and quarrelsome
Yes.
wife.
That's another one.
Exactly what it is.
Go ahead.
I think when you go out with your husband and he does something and you just stare at him, you like, for me personally, I just don't want to take the fight in public. I'll do it if I have to. It's just I don't want to because it's gonna cause a scene and it's embarrassing.
Yeah, you should do that shit privately.
So I don't think it has to do with you being.
What are these embarrassing things that your husbands and boyfriends are doing?
I mean, my ex was like abusive, so he would say things about for example, my body I didn't like in front of other
Just
people.
in public?
Yeah, in public when we were like
that's a
hanging
yikes.
out. Like
Yeah,
That's a yikes.
stuff like
cringy.
that was, you know, I could take the fight and I could be like, well, you're fat, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it. I
Sounds
just
like a healthy
chose
relationship.
Yes,
not
super
to.
healthy.